All right, so I kind of got ahead of myself here. I wanted to show it, but I don't think it's that complicated. So this is a Kenwood SP-230. I'm going to be doing a speaker upgrade on this, and I'll provide that information where I got the speaker. It's just a 4.5 full range 8 ohm speaker. I'll take some pictures of that later and put it in, but it's just basically replacing it with this speaker with something a lot bigger, and it fits right in there. So hopefully this improves the sound. It was not necessarily had to do this, but I just saw it and haven't seen anybody actually do any actual how to do this. Because when I opened this up, I thought it was going to be we have these wires right in here. We have the positive and then we have the negative, and I thought they were just going to be a simple plug type connector, but it's actually soldered on. So I have to actually heat up the solder and loosen these off, and then just do a repeat of this. So let's see if we can go ahead and do this. Let me just see if I can heat this up right here. It might not be hot enough yet. Yeah, it's not hot enough yet. Let me get this going here for a second, and then see if we can get this to do what I need it to do. I'm just going to heat this up. So what I'm going to try to do is heat up the solder and just pull away the positive and negative, pull this speaker out, and then what I'll do is do the opposite, or for the installation of the new speaker, just solder on the new wires to the positive and negative of that, hook everything up, and then we'll do a test here. But let me see if I can get this hotter here in a second and see if this melts this. It looks like we were there. Get some of that solder off of this from the previous job. Let's see here. What I'll do is heat this up. Yeah, it's heating up, but still not hot enough. No, that's not hot enough yet. I don't know why. Let's turn this way up then. Anyway, I just don't want to bore you with this right now, so I was hoping this would be hot enough. I think this is in Fahrenheit or Celsius. I can't tell. But let's see here. Let's see if I can adjust this. Oh yeah, it's Fahrenheit. I didn't have it hot enough. I thought it was Celsius, but it's in Fahrenheit. Okay, let's see if we can get this hot enough. Yeah, there we go. What I'm trying to do is just pull this away. It's definitely hot enough. I just don't know if I can get it to pull off here. I don't know how it's in there. That seems like it's coming out. Oh, it's twisted right there around it. Okay, I get it. So let me get a pair of pliers here. Let me pause this for a second. All right, I'm back. So let's see if we can get this heated up. It's just right. You can see the wires. There's a hole in here. So I'm trying to get that loosened off of there. So pull that down a little bit. It looks like it's loose, so I should be able to just try to be careful here, because I don't really want to have to do another. That's hot. I see that solder's there. I can see that it's the piece into the wire that's wrapped, bent over this. Let's do that. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if I can heat this up again. Yeah, it's definitely moving around. I just don't want to. Let me try this. Let me try heating it up. I try to move that around. I'm gonna see if I can actually pull it through. I think this wire is a little bit, I'm trying to be a little bit more delicate than I probably need to be. Let's see if I can just pull that. Ah, didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, it's definitely like a J hook here. This is not easy, and I'm getting that blob underneath too. So let me get that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get that up. Yep. All right. I'm trying to not, I don't want to cut this because it's already not long enough, but I'm seeing if I can get right there. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that right there. So what I want to do is just kind of twist it here. Got underneath there. I'm just going to keep the same hook for the other side that when I put the other speaker in. Okay, so push it right there. And then I should be able to force that right down. There we go. So I got that out. So there's that one. And that wire looks pretty good right there. I want to bend this spot right here because that's what I'm trying to do, is not have to re-solder everything. Okay, so now that's the positive, so we have that out of the way. So I'm just going to bend it this way. And then I'm going to check this wire to make sure I didn't burn anything. No, okay. So this one's going to be, I think, a little bit more tricky, but now I can pull it out this way a little bit more and get a little bit more depth on it. And then there's, I don't want to ruin the speaker because there's a ball of solder. So let's see what we can do with this now that I have a little bit more room in here to work. Ow, that is hot. Okay. This is the same type of thing here, so I just got to kind of, you know, I could cut these. I want to look at the wires first, but I think this is the same type of situation where we just had, oops, I don't want to do that. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because we have two wires going in here. I'm trying to see if I can pick this up. Okay, there's that. Yeah, this is a little bit trickier. Okay. So yeah, it's coming through that side right there. I got, oh, there's one. Looks like we got that one up. Turn this camera. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yep. I mean, this was probably soldered 40 years ago. I mean, what I could do is, if this becomes a lot more difficult to do, I could just cut the wires, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't have much wiring left here. Let's see if I can heat this up now and see if I can move this. Okay, so there's that one. So is that, I'm not, where is that inside that? Yeah, that's inside. Okay, there's the hook. Now I just need to see if I can get that unhooked here. Yeah, there's two. If you see it, yeah, I can see it right there. I'm just trying to get that hook, which is a great idea because this definitely is not easy. I thought this was just going to pop right off, but let's see if I can just remove this. Yeah, this is definitely what I might actually do is let's just see if I can do this. It's not a big deal. Let's see if I can get, I need to get this one a little bit looser. Just trying to see if I can get, I'm not sure how the other one is hooked in there. I can't tell if it's hooked to the, oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, it's hooked right there. I just saw it move. So let me see if I can get it hooked. That's another hook, so it's right. I might end up cutting this. I think this is getting a little bit more difficult to I actually got one out, so I'll move that here. I'm gonna look at that and see if I need to. Actually looks pretty good. I mean, and then this one is just gonna pop out. So what I can do is just pop it up. Definitely when you solder this, it stays. So what I'm gonna do. Yeah, like there's no way I have to get my hand in the way here. I gotta be careful with that. That's really, there's a resistor down that way, and it's, I don't want to have to deal with that, but let's see here. Yeah, I just need to get this to pop up. It's stuck there. Okay, so that should, there we go. So I got that. As you can see, there's a lot of solder on that. I don't, okay, yeah, it's all dropping off now, which is okay. Let's see if I can just heat this up. Okay, there, it's off now. So I'll get a pair of pliers and kind of straighten that out, clean that up. So, yep, there's the speaker. See it there. It's the GPF 120B 12P 55 ace 8 ohm Japan. I'm still gonna keep this. Okay, now we gotta just clean these up. I should probably put something underneath this. I don't. Let's see. Cut a piece of cardboard here. Just so we can clean this up. Okay, so I'm just gonna heat this up. I'm just heating this up just to get the old solder off. There we go. Okay, and then, oops, well that just went right through the speaker screen. Okay. Okay, so this is it. So what I'm gonna do now is grab the new speaker, which is the difference between that magnet, I would say it's probably 30 times the size. Let me get a better shot of this. I'll just turn it upside down. You can see the difference here. So, old speaker, which is, it was okay. It was kind of crackly. New speaker for the replacement. And now I'm going to put that speaker in. Move this over here. Drop this. Negative, positive. So we're just going to drop this in here. Hopefully, let's see if I can get down there. Okay. Well, this is nice that this actually, so with this, I can do a double tinning here. I can put, I'll tin this up, but this can go right in here. Actually, can go up and through. I'm just going to repeat what I saw over there. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way first because there's two sides on here, so I can just hook one into here. Like that. Okay. And then the other black one, other part of the ground can go in here, and then let's bend this right here. Okay. Oops, let me get that formed a little bit better. I get a little bit of a hook on here. Force it in there like that, and I can just get it like that. Oops. The holes are a little bit bigger on this, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Okay, so got that. Okay, we have both of those in. And this gives me a little bit more room for this. So I'm going to hook. Get a little bit better on this because I have to twist this way, so I'm gonna put this right hooked right in there and just force it down like that. Okay, so let's see where we are here. Turn it that way. Oops. Apologize for that. That's me. I'm going to back this up just a tad because it's getting top heavy. Okay, let me grab my solder. So what I'm do is just get a ball on here. It's pretty solid. This is just, let me see something. I want to put something here. I just don't want to hit these other wires with the soldering iron, but let me check this positive. Oh, that's in there. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I think that is okay. I'm going to smash this down just a tad so it's touching that. And then that's like this. Okay, so let's get in here. Oops. Okay. And then we're going to hit. This one's a little bit more difficult because it's underneath here, but okay, I'm just going to turn that ball and I'm going to put it right there. There we go. Awesome. So let me check these joints. Yeah, that's pretty solid. And that one's pretty solid too. So even if I, oh, that looks pretty good. So both negatives here, we're good there. And we have the positive, 2 lines. So what I'm gonna do is turn it this way. This is a perfect fit. It's just, you can see how it just barely fits. Sorry about that. It just barely fits in this region here. So I'll get that hooked up right now. Let me put the speaker in. Let me turn this off. I'm gonna move this down here. Okay. So we have that, so let me grab the screws here. I don't know if you guys necessarily want to see this, but I'd have it be a little bit more detailed. So these are the screws for this. And the magnet is on the speaker. Oops. Just let me see here. Yeah, I just want to put them on. Just get them threaded, maybe a couple turns in here, and just go around and get them in here. Put it right here. I'm gonna go around that way. Hey, Susie. You okay? I'm just filming this because I haven't seen anything on YouTube that shows how to replace this. Figured I might as well just show it while I have it apart. Okay, so now we're going to put this in here. Oh, oops. These clips will go in here. Oh, let me just show these clips. These are the clips that just go in here. And, oh, there's a bottom one here too that I got. That's the bottom one. And you just clip it in here. And this slides in here. Oops. That's all right. I can get that one back in. I can't remember. Does it go? Oh, it's not high enough. Hold on a second. I think. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh, there we go. This thing's, that magnet is crazy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second. All right, back. So I just wanted to show you guys something. So this is all soldered in for the speaker, but as I was trying to put this back in, these wires are old and brittle. There's this red wire here. It's a positive wire coming off, I think, one of the filters in the front that's going to right here. So I gotta trim this up, resolder it, and then I'll get everything back together, and then I'll come back. I just wanted to let you guys know that can happen. It's just part of the game when you're trying to work on equipment that's, you know, 30, 35 years old. So it's just a brittle wire. It just happened when I was moving. This speaker, this part is so thick, it just barely fits in here. So I just got to be very careful in terms of, the other wires. So I'm just going to trim this up, solder it, and then I'll come back. Okay, sorry about the segmented sections in here with this speaker installed, but just want to let you know. So let me get this knife here. I retrimmed that up. What happened is that I was putting this in and it fell back and it just yanked that wire. This red wire going to that magnet going to here to here just snapped. It's just brittle, and there was probably not a lot of stretch in it. It's solid wire, a copper wire, so it was easy. I just cut it off with a knife. I had the trimmers here, but they're just not small enough. The 18 to 20 wasn't, so I just used this buck knife here. But that's all done, so you can just see that there is just enough room for this speaker. That's the holes match the original hole, manufacturer holes. And, there's maybe, it looks like there's probably a 1/4 inch between here and there with this spool. I'd have to research what that is. I don't even know what that is. I don't know that much about the inside of these, like in there. So it just fits in there. So hopefully it's a nice upgrade to the other speaker. We'll see, find out. And then I'll do a test. I'll hook it up to the other radio, and I'll show you guys that. All right. Let me put this back together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything assembled back up, and let's just see if I can find a CW station. So speaker, it works. I hooked it up, soldered it correctly, and everything looks good. So let me see if I can find a POTA station or some CW, and then we'll look for a SSB voice. Let's see, 58. It's Colorado. Let's see. Maybe conditions might not be that great. There's field day this weekend. Which should be 43. Oh, that was 11 minutes ago. Let's just see if I can find a station. Alright, let's go to
King 6 Whiskey, London with Kilo November 6 Mike, Charlie India from the Cerrito site. Are you testing for the field day? Your report's 5x7 to 5x8 on your last transmission. Over.
That sounds way better than the other speaker. Yeah, this is a drastic improvement over the sound. It's nice. Cool. So it looks like it was a W7PAU. Let's see where he is. Yeah, the sound on this speaker is a lot better than the old speaker because it was crackling. I think the speaker was just old. I mean, I could have got by with it. Oops. I don't have very good filming skills, obviously. See where he is. This is W7PAU out of Salem, Oregon. Paul. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Signal. Alright. Yeah, for anybody wanting to do the speaker install, I would just go ahead and do it. It's always better to have a visual, in my opinion. It just seems like it's easier to do if you don't really know that much about electronics. I know very little, but I just heard about it and got the speaker, and then I'm like, I'm going to do this because I think it'd be a great upgrade to this Kenwood SP230. So, yeah, I don't think it took me more than, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes. I broke that one wire, connection wire, for the filters, but I just, trimmed it, resoldered it, and it works great. So everything turned out well. I'm pretty happy with this speaker. Hooked up to this TS430S from Kenwood, and I have a TS830S as well that I would like to hook this speaker up to, and I have the MC50 mic that I just recently acquired. So once I get that set up, maybe I'll share that and go through that. I just want to make sure that people have the possibilities of seeing something visually than by manuals. Not everybody's a manual person. I mean, I like reading manuals, but I also like a visual. All right, 73, and have a great week.